What is up, people? Lynn here with another Between Gamers discussion. Today is all Pokemon, all whatever. And yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to have everybody introduce themselves and we'll just go ahead and get started. So we'll start with Dre, Mr. UHC91. What up, Dre?
Hey. Hey, what's good, everyone? It's Dre, aka UHC91 here. I'm literally ready to get this fuckery, i.e., Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu discussion started. Because I'm just gonna say disclaimer. I'm gonna say a lot of shit that y'all are not gonna like, and if you don't like it, fuck off. Oh well,
Oh,
bye.
my goodness, Dre.
Damn.
What? I'm being real. I'm just gonna be real. Real. Like I said, people are not gonna like me after this, and I'm okay with that. I'm
Okay,
genuinely okay.
Gorilla's fire.
Let me
I'm
put in a
okay.
disclaimer of my own. Now, I've had some comments in the past that some of these podcasts have way too much cussing in it. I'm gonna tell you,
Uh-oh.
I do not censor people. People say what they want to say. They say what's on their mind. This is a podcast that is for adults. So if that's something that bothers you with people cussing, don't watch. I'm gonna tell you that now, because it
Hmm.
happens. People express themselves how they express themselves. We don't censor anybody here on the podcast. And on that note, dirty.
What's going on, people? What's up? This is your boy Dirty, and we're here with another podcast discussion on the upcoming Pokemon game that's coming out. I guess it's the game that people want, or I don't know. I
Well,
haven't,
Mm.
Mm.
I haven't played a Pokemon game since the Game Boy.
then why the hell are you here?
Actually, you know what? It's actually perfect that he's here because he could actually help me prove my point.
I
Now,
Mhm.
I had to say that.
He's like, then why are you here?
I had to say
Look
it.
at her. Look
Pokemon
at her how
game.
she talked to him like that. Ain't that so
I
wrong?
had to
Mm.
say
Look how she talked to her friend.
Then why are you here?
it.
And that is
Oh, TK
Pokemon
is in
Yellow.
the house. Hi, TK. It's been forever since we seen you, buddy.
Oh, what up?
Dougie. Dougie.
Was it like I said, hey TK? I'm just gonna say this right now, a disclaimer. You may or may not like some of the things that are about to come out of my mouth. I will warn everyone in advance. You may or may not like me after this. If you don't, I don't care.
Hit that like button for free speech. Last
Thank you.
we have Will from the Will of Gaming. What up, Will?
What up, Lian? What up, everybody? What up? Hi. I'm on my cell phone doing this Google podcast. So if I sound a little bad, I apologize in advance. We are going to be talking about the latest Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So pretty much Dre's gonna bash it and I'm gonna try to defend it as best as I can. So here we go. This is gonna be a debate.
Back up.
This is gonna be a debate. So here we go.
It ain't gonna be no debate. It's basically what is it? It's gonna be booty cheeks, period, point blank. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, but there's nothing else to say about it. But anywho,
Okay, well, okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where this conversation goes. We'll see.
okay.
First off, let me start off by saying this. Dirty said he last time he played it was what, Dirty, on where?
I only played two Pokemon games, and that was Pokemon Yellow when I first brought my Game Boy Color.
Hmm.
So Yellow Game Boy, and it came with the Pokemon Yellow. Played through that. Never beat it, but I played through it.
Mm.
Um, the last Pokemon game after that was Pokemon, I think Coliseum or Stadium on the 64.
Okay. I have to ask Dirty a few questions. So, Dirty, I got to ask you some questions based off of that. Since your experience in Pokemon is so little, has the franchise ever does well, first off, let me ask the first question. Does this game interest you in any way? Like, is this something that you want to buy?
I wanted to get back into Pokemon, but I just never got around to like buying the games for like the 3DS.
But does this game, now that this is coming out on a console that you have, is this something that you want?
Yeah, if it's like the Game Boy, yeah, where it's like a story, adventure story, where you used to run around and go to different gyms and stuff like that to battle I guess the high ranked trainers or whatever. Then yeah, that'd be cool.
Have you seen the Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I seen the trailer.
And did you like what you saw?
Yeah, basically you look like you're a kid of like Ash from the cartoon, and you running around with Pikachu, fighting. It looks like the Game Boy, the Game Boy Color version, where you get to walk around the city and fight various and catch various different Pokemon. So I'm guessing this is the game everybody was looking for.
Okay. Now, before Dre goes on his rant,
I gotta say something too before Dre go on his rant.
Yeah. Well, I want to explain the game to people who don't know. Like, if this is brand new to them, I kind of just want to give you a little heads up.
I'll tell you what TK said. TK said the game looked good to me. I wasn't expecting no new gen. Okay, go.
Okay, so here we go. So this started with rumors on April 1st of this year, and people thought it was April Fool's joke. Somebody posted up a picture for what looked like and claimed that it was going to be a new Pokemon game. And people started freaking out because they didn't like the graphics. It was a very blurry picture, and it was like a character on a Lapras, and you see Pokemon on the screen, and people were just immediately thought it was fake because it happened on April Fool's. A few weeks later passed by, and somebody posted up a logo that what translated to "Let's Go Pikachu." Then, as time goes on, this person created these rumors started to come out from this person, and then this person was being backed up by other people that have been right in the past about rumors. And then this kept happening, and this kept blowing up. And then as you were looking at the Twitter, you saw that Junichi Masuda and other members of the Pokemon company were hinting, like really advertising Eevee and Pikachu like really hard. And then out of nowhere, they released the trailer for it's a game that's like a remake, but also a continuation sequel to Pokemon Yellow called Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So there are two versions of this game. As far as we know, they're going to be $60 each. Plus there's an accessory, which is a Pokeball, which that should cost you about $40. I'm assuming there has been no official price on that yet. But given how it's translated in Japan, it's looking to be $40. So for that accessory. So a few new things that you can do in this game is that you can use one Joy-Con, and play it. This game has co-op features. It can connect with Pokemon Go, the Pokemon Go app. So you can transfer Pokemon and transfer items from the games to the phone to the Switch. And there is no online battling, as far as we know. There's only a peer-to-peer system. So basically, you have to. It's like playing old school Pokemon. It's like if you need a link cable and connect two cables together, except you use the Bluetooth connectivity that's in the Nintendo Switch to connect with your friend, and that would be the only way to battle or to trade in this game. There is no online network that you can connect to with the current Pokemon games. As far as the director or the president of Pokemon has said, he said that this is a core Pokemon game, but it's not necessarily story-based. It is a core Pokemon game. But as far as gameplay-wise, it's a completely new thing. And if you've seen this trailer and you're not liking the trailer because there's certain aspects to it that you don't like, there will be the actual Pokemon that's going to be competitive, and that's going to be a main core Pokemon game will be coming out in most likely November of 2019. So yeah, that's all the info, and we're going to be talking about it right now. But before, Lynn, what was it that you wanted to say?
Okay, so here's a couple more comments. Tiger King stopped through, said, I will have to catch this later. Just stop by to wish everyone an awesome week. Take care, everyone.
All right, take care, Tiger King.
Thanks.
Harriet Meg Gaming's in the house. He said, What's
Hey.
up? What's up, y'all?
What up?
What up?
What up?
He said, I'm not a Pokemon fan, but damn, that game looked pretty good.
Okay, that's actually interesting. Okay.
Okay, so what I want to say is, I played a little of the old Pokemon games as well. So I'm not an avid Pokemon like player or whatnot. I don't know a lot about the franchise, not as much as you guys do. I played some Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun. I haven't played Ultra Moon yet because I'm still playing Ultra Sun. So that is basically the level or the extent of my knowledge of Pokemon. Me seeing this trailer, I was completely confused. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, am I supposed to carry my Switch around with me and play Pokemon Go? Like, I've never played Pokemon Go. Yes, I'm probably one out of the whole entire United States that have never played Pokemon Go. I never had a
Interest.
desire to. I just never had a desire to play Pokemon Go. I could not see myself walking around with my phone in front of my face, looking and sliding my finger on my screen trying to catch invisible Pokemon. That is not knocking the game itself. From what I understand, it's a very beautiful game. It's a very popular game. We've had Pokestops near my job, and it's funny to see all these group of people standing in one circle trying to catch Pokemon or whatever the hell y'all do with them Pokestops. So, it was cool to see that. I like the fact that it was able to bring, or it's still able to bring, a large group of people together. Like interest. That I love that. It's cool. It promotes unity. I like that. But when I saw this trailer, I was confused. It took Will to explain it to me, about what was going on. And me, like I said, being a babe in the franchise, I didn't know what to expect anyway. So I'll let Dre go ahead and speak his piece on the whole situation. To my understanding, one thing I did not like as well too is the fact that this is Go Pikachu, Go Eevee, whatever the hell they're called.
Let's go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Okay. So why are they having two games, number one, and they're both what, $59.99 a piece? I don't like that at all. That bugs the hell out of me. It bothers me. It shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't. I agree.
Honestly, I completely. I like I said, I do not disagree with you because I'm like, hey, first of all, I'm sitting here looking at this price.
Wait a minute. Not yet.
She's like, oh no, wait.
She's like, hold up, because I know you're gonna go on for hours. So let me get everything.
I don't like that. Now, to me, it kind of looked like, gosh, y'all remember the little game that came out on the Switch? I mean, on the Vita, right when it launched. That game where you can fight the little monster.
Little deviants.
Yes, it reminded me of that. Okay. Because I'm like, okay, so you're running around and you can see your couch and everything, and Pikachu jumping or Eevee jumping around on everything. And then what? You flick them into the screen of the TV, and now you're playing. I don't understand. I know.
Okay, they really threw you off with that trailer because the game that you're seeing.
Wait a minute. I'm sure that's a metaphor. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I was still confused as to what the hell is this? What is this game? Why am I going to pay $60 for this? And you can't play online with people. It doesn't appear that you can battle, so how do you level up your Pokemon? And then it's like, okay, Dirty was talking about, he wants to go and fight the trainers. Okay, but if you're fighting your trainers and you can't level up your Pokemon, then what's the point? Like, what is the substance of this game? That's what I want to know. What is the meat and potatoes of this game? Because I have no idea.
Okay. All right, Dre. I want to ask you something before you start.
Sure.
Let the audience know. Well, not ask you, but just let the audience know how long you've been a Pokemon fan.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. So now let's just basically give a little bit of context. Okay. Now, for everyone out there, yes, I am the youngest of all four of us. I am 26 years old, basically, quote unquote, the millennial or whatever you want to call it. In 5 months, I'll be 27. Okay. I have literally been with this franchise since I would say since day one. I remember playing Red and Blue. I remember getting Yellow. Like, I remember watching the anime, being a part of the hype back like in the 90s. Okay, so before anybody want to come for me and want to tell me, well, if you not no real Pokemon fan, sit the fuck down. Because believe me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Thank you. So yes, that is how long I have been a fan of this franchise. But I don't know. After this, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I don't know. So what's the other question, Will?
Oh no! I just wanted people to know in context, since I know what you're gonna say about Pokemon, to let them know that you are a big Pokemon fan and you are.
How long have you been a part of this franchise, Will? How long have you been?
I've been a part of this franchise from the very beginning. I remember Red was my first Pokemon game that I got, and I remember that I was obsessed with Pokemon. There was a point when it got to the third generation that I did fall off, and then I didn't come back until the fifth generation.
Understandable.
And then so there was a point that I fell off. So I know you stuck with the franchise the entirety of the time. Yes. I didn't. But
I was loyal, okay?
You were loyal. I wasn't. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh phase, and then I came back.
That ride or die chicks from day one. I stuck with you when you was homeless, when you was broke, when you didn't have $1 to your name. I'm like that chick that stuck with her nigga till the end. Okay.
I did own all the games though. I just stopped watching the anime. I owned all the games and I played. I just never finished Diamond and Pearl. I owned all the games.
Don't worry, as far as watching the show, I stopped after Sinnoh. I ain't gonna lie. It got stupid after that.
Okay. So just throwing that out there, that I am a huge Pokemon fan. And now I'm like newly into it, and I'm now all caught up. I know all my Pokemon. I know everything that's happened. So just letting you guys know that I do know a lot about Pokemon. Dre knows more competitively about Pokemon than I do, but other than that, I know everything about the Pokemon world minus competitive aspects. I kind of got it, but I don't got everything. So
yeah. Quick comments right quick. Dougie wants to know whether or not you can level up your Pokemon. Shout out to Meek. What up, Meek? Meek said, hey, y'all, I love Pokemon. Watch the anime, and I play the Pokemon card game. Girl,
oh, yes, honey.
Same here. Me too.
Oh, I remember being a part of TCG back in the 90s. Oh, that was the shit back in the day, girl.
I'm still part of the TCG.
No. Here's the thing. See, I'm a broke hoe, so until I basically can get me some money, until someone to hire your boy over here, nah. I can't be investing in all that. Nope. We got to be saving coins around here.
She said I even own the Pokemon house shoes and blankets.
Oh my god!
Ooh, that's awesome.
Well, talk a little bit about the leveling up thing right quick.
Okay. As far as I understand, the leveling up system is kind of going to work like Pokemon Go. This is just a theory, so this isn't legit because Nintendo hasn't specified how the leveling up system is going to work. But based on the trailer, there's a couple times in the trailer where you get to see that a Pokemon has a CP, which the CP is in Pokemon Go. So basically in Pokemon Go, in order to level up your Pokemon, to make them have higher CP, the higher the CP is, the more powerful the Pokemon is. So so basically what I believe is going to happen in order for them to prolong this game and for them to make it a long time, and in order for you to capture all 150 Pokemon, what you're going to have to do is that you're going to have to capture the same Pokemon over and over again, trade them in for candies like you do in Pokemon Go, get Stardust from that, and then level up the Pokemon CP that way. So that's why I think that they got rid of the battling system from it, where you can where there's no more wild encounter battles. So that's probably part of it, because they're making the leveling up more simplistic. It's more tedious, but it's simplistic. Because capturing Pokemon is faster now than it was in the actual video games. There's like a whole process in the video games versus Pokemon Go. So I forgot what CP stands for. I think it stands for candy points or something like that, or I don't know exactly what it means.
I don't remember. At first, I thought it was competitive points, but apparently it's not. Not someone who's more into like Pokemon. Now, to be fair, I played Pokemon Go for the first 2 weeks, fell off like everybody else. I didn't really get to learn all the terminology, so.
The moment I ran out of Pokeballs is when I stopped that game. That's why. No, because I'm like, I'm not paying money. I am not paying money.
No, you get them at the Pokestops, though, Will.
Yeah, but in my area, Pokemon Go is as good as where you live. So if you have like a bunch of Pokemon stops around your area because you live in a big like city environment that has a lot of stores and stuff, your Pokestops, you could play that game for free forever. But if you live where I live at, you need to buy the Pokeballs.
Oh, because, yeah, no, like I have like one friend in New York, and he's just like, oh, it's just a. He's like, oh, it's such a dream to play in New York, and I'm like, yeah, because you live in New York, and I'm talking about the city, like within like the city part. I'm like, yeah, of course it's a dream for you. Shit, it ain't no dream for me.
Couple comments. First off, shout out to Storm. What up, Stormy?
What up?
Stormy back. So Meek said, so it's basically like the card game. The level up is like evolving your Pokemon. TK said, I guess we will have to wait for the next 3DS Pokemon game. Storm said, that's my thing. My Pokestops are few and far in between. It's a nightmare.
That's why the game died to me, because there's no Pokestops. So unless if I was going to like university, or if I was going into the college campus, or like in a big like touristy place, then I would have Pokestops around me. But where I live at, there's no Pokestops. There's one gym next to me in my mom's house, and one Pokestop at a Domino's Pizza. That's all I know.
I'm so glad you at least got a gym near you. Child, I ain't got no gyms near me. I mean, I got like one Pokestop that's like right down the road, but that's a church, and I'm like, no, I ain't trying to go up in there and have to burn to death. But anywho, so deal with this shit. I basically burn. I'll take one step up into the church, be dead. Shit. But yeah, no, and like I said, and that's like the only one. And then I had to even go further down. And I'm just like, no. Oh, now to be fair, in the historical district in town, that's where all the Pokestops are.
Yeah.
In the historical district of town, that's where you have.
It's in all the touristy places. All the touristy places or big businesses like
Storm said churches and cemeteries.
Child, what is it? I wish you know what's so bad? They even made like certain cemeteries, like historical cemeteries, Pokestops, and people was literally like going into cemeteries at night. People was like,
But that's where ghost Pokemon frequent, though.
Well, it
supposedly,
makes sense, but I still ain't doing it.
Oh no, like yeah, they said that like if you wanted more ghost types, go to cemeteries. If you wanted more like was it like electric types? They're like near like power plants and shit like that.
That's cool though. That is cool. I like that.
It's a cool idea. A lot of people got angry because of how many people were crowding outside their houses and stuff. Because no. Yeah. Let me tell you this story. There was this story that my niece. Okay, so there was like 4 or 5 like teenage men, almost like I guess they were like 17, 18. They were doing Pokemon Go like at 12 o'clock at night. And my brother-in-law has a camera outside of the apartment. So he thought I guess they saw a Charmander, and they were near my niece's window. He got so mad. He walked out of the house and he threatened them. And he said, "What are you doing in front of my daughter's window?" He said, "We're trying to catch a Charmander."
I'm done. I'm really done. They thought
they thought they were keeping calm.
I know it's not funny. I know it's not funny.
Yeah,
it is so bad. Like, oh my god! And this is still a disclaimer to anyone out there that still do play Pokemon Go. Don't be going near people's homes and shit. Okay, don't be trespassing in the middle of the night. Please don't. Like, don't be doing that shit.
Don't be going to cemeteries. Most cemeteries are closed at night.
Yeah, but some people jump the fence just for some Pokemon.
No,
I'm telling you,
that's not cool. You don't do that for a day.
Well, I mean, now it's calmed down. It's still a popular game. People still play it, but like, I know people who play it and who have all these crazy ass Pokemon with high CPs and stuff. They would be freaking badass. But like at the end of the day, I'm like, I can't get into this game because it's like all I saw was Ekans, Pidgeys, Zubats, and Rattatas, and I couldn't see anything else.
At least you got fucking Snorlax. I couldn't even get a Snorlax.
I got lucky that day, and I missed a Pidgeot.
Get back on topic.
Okay, let's get back on topic. Okay, so Dre, what do you? Okay, so you being a fan of Pokemon for so long, what is it? How do you personally feel about the trailer that you saw? Like, what were your first thoughts?
I want to know after that. I want to know, Dre, like how Dre feel about the franchise as a whole. Because I know.
Oh wait, it's probably better that he answers that one first.
What's it? Okay. What's it? Like I was telling y'all on Voxer, I am so, like, honestly, like, I'm so disappointed because, look, I understand people are excited, okay? And if you're excited, I'm happy for you. But for personally someone like me, I genuinely feel like this is like you can just tell this is a cash grab because, one, although those models that you saw in the game, yeah, that's basically Niantic's models. They just took them and basically made them a little bit prettier. They didn't really do anything. Okay? And I know people are going to buy it, but it's just like, and it's sad. And like I was telling y'all, it's like you invest so much time and you be such like a ride or die for a company for so long to just see them go into this form of direction. It's disheartening. It really is because it's like, okay, so now y'all just trying to push switches. That's all y'all want to do. Because like I told Will last night, this is just a move so they can outsell Xbox. And I hate to say it.
I don't see how this is going to be a system seller.
It's Pokemon. It is
Pokemon.
The top.
Pokemon is one of the.
I honestly don't get it. I could see if it was a mainstream Pokemon game, which is slated supposedly to come out late next year. Okay, your mainstream Pokemon game supposedly comes out late next year. This is supposedly there to tide you over until then. I still don't understand how Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee is going to be a system seller. It does not look like a system seller to me.
Look, it don't look like
this is for casuals, though. They're trying to get that Pokemon Go crowd. That's what they're doing. They are catering to nostalgia, and that's what they're doing. So the thing is that this whole entire thing looks cool. It would make people want to get a Switch because, like, oh my God, it's a Pokemon game. See, these are casual people, and these casual people want Pokemon. So, and then, if their kids like Pokemon, whatever, they'll get the kids the game. It's a nice little cute game to play. It has the co-op built into it. And the reason why they're releasing this is because they wanted to release something for the 20th anniversary of Pokemon Yellow. And this game, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right away. This game is definitely a cash grab. It's a way to sell the Switch, and it's to get a fan base already established into getting a Switch, because I have a feeling that the next Pokemon game is not coming to 3DS and that it will be only exclusively on the Switch. And they know that they will lose a crap ton of money if they decide to release this game the main core game if they don't have a fan base or an attachment rate like the 3DS. Because Pokemon is so popular, it is a system seller. Because look at how many 3DSs sold just because of Pokemon alone.
It was one of the
Like,
top three sellers.
the reason why DS was so popular was because Pokemon released on it. And then it became the biggest console of all time because of Pokemon. Pokemon is the number one best-selling franchise in video game history, followed by Mario and then followed by Zelda. Nintendo has the top 3 video game franchises in video game history in their palm. You know that these are 3 system sellers. If a Mario game comes out on it, it's going to sell consoles. Zelda comes out, it's going to sell consoles. Look at what the Switch did. When Zelda Breath of the Wild came out for the Switch, people bought a Switch just to play Zelda. Odyssey came out, people bought it for Odyssey. Now Pokemon's coming out. It's a trifecta. So even though that this Pokemon is not a mainline Pokemon game and people are feeling iffy, I know that near its release, right now people are going to have hatred towards it. But near the release of the game, people are going to buy it. I know people are going to buy it because people are going to let it. They're going to be like, oh, well, if the new Pokemon game is going to come out, I might as well just get a Switch now. So that way I don't have to worry about making a big ass purchase later. I'll just get this for a little bit. It'll hold me over. Plus I'll get Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Super Smash Brothers, whatever. That's the plan. There's a bunch of games that are out now, especially if people didn't buy the Wii U. There's a crap ton of games now and that they can choose from. So really, I think that this was a smart move. They wanted to get a Pokemon game out. And the reason why they needed to get a Pokemon game out, and so this is why they use Niantic's versions of the Pokemon, because they're the most current, up-to-date, up-res versions. And because they probably got it when they still had the 151 models, and they already decided it was going to be in the Kanto region. They already had the story built up, but they had a separate team working on the core series. So this is literally a side project. This is literally this game is for people who, one, for nostalgia, Pokemon Go crowd, and the casual market who feel intimidated by Pokemon. Because there's 807 Pokemon right now. And soon 808 because of the new Pokemon that they're teasing. But there's 808 Pokemon in total out of all that. Now, if a person is hearing all this stuff about Pokemon, but is interested in the franchise because they want to know what everybody's talking about, when the term or when the catchphrase of Pokemon is "gotta catch them all," that's an intimidating thing, especially on what it takes to get some of these Pokemon. Like, it's sometimes impossible to get these Pokemon. You have to be at certain events to get some of them. You have to breed some of them. You have to trade with people to get some of them. You have to buy both versions to get the exclusives.
Upside down in order to evolve one of them.
Yeah. There's one where you have to literally turn your console upside down to get it, or that certain Pokemon need to know a certain move and be at a certain level. Some Pokemon can only evolve during the day, while some can only evolve at night.
Some
then there's the whole
happiness.
Yeah, then there's the Pokemon natures. There's the Pokemon individual values, the effort values, the items that you attach to the Pokemon, how you level up your Pokemon, how you train your Pokemon, then there's shiny hunting. It's a lot to take in if you look at it from this. So what this game is doing is that this is an entry title for people who want to get into Pokemon by dumbing it down to 151 Pokemon, keeping it in the Kanto region, and then at the same time being a continuation story for hardcore fans, but as well as simplifying it to something like Pokemon Go so everybody can play it and making it less intimidating. This game is literally a 2-button game. It's literally a control stick and 1 button. That's it. And then so when you play this game, it's a very interesting concept because it's like, for new people, this is a great thing. And this is a great thing to get new Pokemon fans into the franchise. So if these people buy a Switch, if Nintendo's plan goes according to plan, like if Nintendo goes according to plan, This game will sell Nintendo Switches. They'll fly off the shelves because Super Smash Brothers is coming out, which this confirms that Super Smash Brothers is coming out in September or October. Just throwing that out there. And then this game comes out and people are going to get a Switch. So the new people that are getting Super Smash Brothers are automatically going to buy Pokemon because that's the next big game that's coming up. They'll be like, fuck it. There's no games on Switch that I really want anyway. Might as well get Pokemon to hold me over. And then Nintendo will show the new Pokemon. People will lose their minds, and then this game will be in the garbage, like literally, by next May. It will be in the garbage. Nobody's thinking about it. Nobody cares about it. And then it will be main series things. And whoever chooses to upgrade to the new version of Pokemon and is willing to tackle a much bigger task, because now you have 800, if you're brand new and you caught already 151 Pokemon, that means that you got like, I don't know, I can't do math, like 700 more to go or something like that. So you have a fuck ton more Pokemon left. And so you're going to learn, and depending on what this region is. Now, the benefit of this game coming out, let me tell you this, the benefit of this game coming out, and Dre, I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this, but there is a huge benefit for this game coming out. They already made a game for the casuals, which means that the next Pokemon game can be even hardcore. It could have a harder difficulty. It could focus completely on IVs and EVs. It could focus on multi-regions. It can focus on things that they're not going to focus on the casual. So the casuals, this is the casuals game right now. So now we can't get any complaints anymore. This is for the new one is going to be for the hardcore, for the fans that have been with Pokemon and understand how Pokemon works. And anybody who's willing to take the challenge can dive right into it. But I believe that that's what this is. So now the next Pokemon, there better be no freaking casual things where people are forced to read the story like in Sun and Moon, or like making things easy. There'll probably be no EXP share. I don't think there will be no EXP share in this one. So at this point,
personally,
I'm fine because Pokemon could use a little challenge. It's been way too easy lately. And so I want like Whitney level gym leaders. That's what I want. That's what I want. Give me Whitney level.
Who remembers Whitney? Ooh, you know you a fan. If you remember Whitney days, fuck her.
How did we get back to here from where Dre was supposed to talk about his growing up?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go back, Dre. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I talked too much.
No, first of all, I don't mind Will talking. Look, I talk a lot anyway, and Will barely ever talks, so I don't mind him talking.
Will always talk. Both of y'all always talk.
Yeah, so, you right.
Go ahead and describe your you growing up with the Pokemon, because we're trying to get to why you feel the way you do about this game.
So,
because I feel like like I said, I genuinely feel like it's a fucking cash grab, and I feel like people are literally just gonna buy into the fuckery, which is let's go, and it's just like, and then they think that they can just put out mediocre, piss poor shit, and people are just supposed to be cool with it. And I'm sorry, no, I'm not cool with it. I'm not gonna be okay with you. I'm not gonna applaud you for putting out literally just like next to nothing. And like I was telling Will earlier, this looks like a bootleg game. I'm sorry. I don't know where people are saying, oh, this looks good. This looks like one of those bootleg games that they be trying to sell on the App Store, and they be using Pokemon trying to basically trick y'all into buying or even to downloading their app and using real Pokemon when they know that has nothing to do with their app in general. It looks bootleg. It looks fake. It doesn't look good. It's just like I said, and I'm just upset because I'm like, look, like I said, look, if anything, it's just that you see all these franchises just going downhill. First it was Call of Duty. Now it's Pokemon. And it's just like, it's frustrating. It's genuinely frustrating because now we are seeing where, yes, even now the Pokemon Company, they're caring more about quantity and pushing consoles and getting your coin than worrying about quality. And that's my biggest problem. I'm like, okay, now Nintendo, we've been hyping you up, we've been giving you praise, we've been loving you guys, and look, and you know what? And I'll even say it. I've been happy y'all all have been winning, but this is a move that honestly, it really disappoints me because I figured y'all were better than this. Like I said, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How fucking dare you? Okay, how the fuck dare you?
I even know where that came from.
Huh?
I said I even know where that came from, but
yes, but were we not all rooting for Nintendo? Were we all not basically here the last couple of the last a couple of years? We've been seeing what the Switch doing, and we've been all just been like, you know what? Hey, we've been loving it, we've been praising them, and now you do this, and that because y'all want to push consoles, because that's really what it is. They've already said they want to outsell Xbox. They've pretty much already stated this. And this game shows that literally all they care about is just getting money from you. They don't care. They don't care about putting out quality content. They care more about, that, hey, we're just going to basically be able to push consoles. And then, okay, and also, I got something else for all y'all motherfuckers out there, you content creators, and all y'all people out there trying to say that this shit is the new hotness. Y'all need to stop. Okay, and a lot of y'all need to understand, y'all can't be trusting half these motherfuckers out here who be streaming Pokemon and all this shit. You want to know why? Because they licking Nintendo's booty hole and they in their pockets too. No, I'm serious. I'm genuinely serious. I'm so sick and tired of people wanting to sit there and say, oh, well, why even have an opinion? It's not like you have to buy it. Because guess what? I'm not going to sit here and fucking kick someone's ass. I'm gonna tell them when something's good and when something is bad, and this is bad. It looks terrible. It's horrible. It literally took everything we liked about Pokemon and completely destroyed it. And now there's no online, and you want me to pay $60, okay, for a bootleg version of Yellow. You want me to pay $120 for these two games just so I can dress up a motherfucking Eevee and a Pikachu? And you think that that's justifiable? You think that I'm supposed to sit here and spend $40 for a Joy-Con? Not Joy-Cons. Joy-Con.
It's a Pokeball.
With one button.
Lynn!
It's a Pokeball.
Lynn! You are proving the point. My point here. It's literally and then they get you with that shit. And I'm sorry. No. That, right there, what Lynn just said, that's the problem. That's the problem. They know they can slap something cute on it and then you want it.
I do want it. I want to put a Pokemon in it and walk around with him.
I'm feeling so defeated right now.
I want to stroke him and call him my lovey.
Lynn wants to play with her balls. Let her play with her balls.
I know.
She wants to caress her balls.
Yes, she wants to. Yes.
I feel so.
You gotta treat him with care. Y'all know I'm being sarcastic, right? I do want the Pokeball.
Yes, we know. We know. Look, no, we know you're being sarcastic. Look, I'm pretty sure.
I really do want the Pokeball, though. I really do want it. It's really cute. I want it.
Yeah.
But man, that is the problem.
So basically,
it serves a purpose. Shout out to Digital Man. What up, Digital?
But do you at least understand where I'm coming from? Do you at least see what I'm saying? That they can just slap it and make it be a Pokeball, and it just says Pikachu, and then basically, here's pay $40 for this, so it can just say Pikachu.
Yeah, but you don't have to just put Pikachu in there. You can put any one of your Pokemon in there.
I thought you could only put Pikachu and Eevee in that shit.
No, you can put any Pokemon inside.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Man, so I can pay $40 to walk around with a Pokeball that just goes Boba. Charmander Char. I'm like,
wait a minute. Let me tell you what the Pokeball can do first.
There we go,
Okay. So here's what the Pokeball can do. So it is $40 and it can be used as a special controller for the Pokemon game.
It's a Joy-Con.
That is a
Yeah,
lot.
so basically it's a Joy-Con. But
Justifiably,
this is what it is. It's basically the Pokewalker from Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is. So you put whatever Pokemon in there, and then they can get you a mystery gift, and based on the amount of steps that you can walk, you can get back. And also it's used as a Poke Radar or Poke Finder. What is it? What was that called? The thing for the Pokemon Go? It's that too. So if you're playing Pokemon Go and there's like a Pokemon near you and you have this connected to your phone, you could just push the button and catch the Pokemon.
Literally, it works like that little device that came out for Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's that too. And
so
then you can transfer the stuff.
Then so then you feel like, what the fuck? So now I got the big.
Well, that's for those people. But that thing, remember, when that first came out, that sold out like crazy. So this Pokeball
it's so like
it's gonna sell out. It was sold out for months. You couldn't find one.
Was literally going hard for that shit.
And people are gonna go hard on this one too.
Yeah,
oh my God. This is gonna be sold out. You're never gonna see this box. So if you guys want it, you guys gotta pre-order it. But then that you're part of the problem.
I've already had people message me. Some of my friends being like, "Ooh, are you getting Eevee? You getting Pikachu?" I'm like, stop.
I know your eyes were rolling.
I'm like, I feel very attacked right now. Like, I'm genuinely feeling attacked. I feel so just like I feel lost. I feel hurt. I feel disturbed. I feel used. Who's like?
You know what? Do you feel like? Look, I'm gonna say this, and this is gonna be kind of shady, and I have to say it. This is kind of. I bet you're feeling what I'm feeling now when everybody just started playing Minecraft or Fortnite. And then that became the new norm. And then you're just like left with the other game.
Well, it's not even that because this is not going to become. First of all, this is not going to become the standard. First of all,
no.
This will never be the standard. Minecraft became a standard in gaming.
No, it has. But I'm just saying.
Minecraft became like a standard and a staple. Fortnite, even though I haven't had a chance to play it yet, it became a staple in gaming. Same thing with Overwatch. But at least there was something there. There was some form of substance. Like I said, like I know you haven't played a lot of Minecraft, but there is substance. Like when you get down to like the heart of it, like I was explaining it to my mom one day, and she was just like, "Wait, you can do all this in Minecraft?" I'm like, "Yes." Like, there's a lot that you can do. Like, there is a heart there. This game, there is no heart. There is nothing. It's literally just them going off of nostalgia, something I have come to detest with the passion. And that literally it's just like, hey, let's just basically slap Pikachu and Eevee on something, and we know that we can basically sell consoles. Like that's literally what this is, and I'm sorry, and nobody can tell me differently.
I have a question for you though. How would you feel if, as more information on this game comes out, do you think that there's something that they can do to potentially change your mind?
Honestly, no.
You don't think that there's anything that they can do?
Well, there's no online.
I know, but like, what if they say that with free patches and by then the core games will be out and nobody would give a shit. So,
like, I mean, for real, yeah. Like, I'm just like, honestly, I have literally, like, hell, I honestly am debating if I even want to get it. I mean, hell, I might just skip it and call it a day. Hey, honestly, like, that is genuinely how I feel. Well, I normally don't just say skipping on the remakes, but this might be the first remake. I might just say I'm about to biz out.
What's up, EJ? EJ said there's no wild battles.
No.
Yeah, there's no wild battles. No. There's none.
I mean, it's just, and plus, it is a glorified. This is literally a glorified Pokemon Go, and I'm like, first of all, the majority of the Pokemon community don't play Pokemon Go. I mean, hell, a lot of the Go players, we just consider them the non-fans because they just enjoy that Go aspect. Like I said, we don't. What they say, they don't sit with us. They sit over there. They sit over there in the corner with the kids that eat paste and shit. We don't talk to them.
Dre.
Damn, man.
What?
No, but wait a minute. I have to say this.
Harsh.
Look, in defense of everything, this is the reason why I think that this is okay, because I know that the primary focus has always been on the core series because they know that
it don't have online play.
No, it does not have online play.
No.
You have to have a friend that has a Switch that has the game in order for you to trade or to battle on thing. Well, I mean, because it's okay, but here's the thing. The thing is that they've already confirmed that the new Pokemon that's coming out for Switch is going to play a lot like the handheld version.
LG?
It's going to have the GTS and everything. What?
LG.
What happened with LG?
LG.
What's up, LG? Oh, hey, LG. How you doing? But the thing is that this oh my God.
I'm playing with you. I'm kidding. Keep going.
Okay, so what I'm saying in defense, look, this game this is the lazy version. This is the lazy person's version of Pokemon Go. You just pay $60 and then you're in a world and you can catch your Pokemon like if you're in Pokemon Go. This is the Pokemon Go simulated experience.
Like I said, it's a glorified Pokemon Go at this point. Like,
but this is a small team that worked on this. It looks like you said, based on the quality and how it looks, you can tell that this was a small team that is working on this game compared to the mainline series that are focusing on more important things like new Pokemon and new elements and new moves and designs and stuff like that. That stuff is being worked on. This is why I'm not bothered by this. I'm not angry at it. I think that yes, it's a cash grab, and I agree it is an absolute cash grab. This is to get people to buy Pokemon.
Okay, but I'm gonna be honest with you, and you may feel like I'm attacking you, but but a part of me is like, well, I just need to say it. Okay. If you are not bothered by this, then you can never be bothered by anything that's ever a cash grab ever again.
Oh no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I'm not trying to be shady because this is a very clear cash grab. Like I'm talking about, it is so clear. Like they might as well just call it Pokemon Cash Grab because that's what the fuck it is.
But if you think about it, though, every Pokemon game has been a cash grab because they sold two versions. No, because they sold two versions of the same game.
A quality game and a cash grab. There's a difference. Okay? There's a difference between the two. Like I said, if they like I told you, if they would have been like, okay, yeah, there might be some little like features about Go, but at least there are all, you can have access to all the mons, new Mega Evolutions, new Z moves, new story, possibly even new Pokemon that live within the region that we've never even seen before, because again, they have all these designs that they never use and shit. They let us be known that it was a thing. Hell, where do you think Gorchu came from? I'm like, y'all literally lost out on such a giant opportunity because it's like, I understand, fine, this is basically for the this is not for like, us, this is for the Pokemon Go audience, but then don't call it a fucking main series title. Don't use a region that is a main series region. Like I said, if you want to basically do this, go to the Umbamba region. Okay, go to the ain't nobody giving a fuck region.
Well, the thing is that
before. They've done that shit before.
No, I know we did.
A new region, make up new rules for this region, call it a day. Don't touch a region that is something that we, as the fans, we who've been the day ones, we who bought the games back in the 90s, remember the hype, don't touch our regions. Give them their own region so they can be over there eating paste and doing whatever the fuck they do. Don't basically touch all
But it wouldn't,
shit.
I'm telling you 100%, the game would have not sold.
Well,
the reason why they had to do it. No, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. Wait, hold up. If you are a business your obvious objective is to make money. How are you going to make money? The thing is that, let me tell you this, with Pokemon Go has over 800 million downloads. Now, That is close to $1 billion. No game has ever seen that. And the thing is that what I'm trying to say is that they need to get some of those people. They need to, because Nintendo is already it has this thing. Nintendo needs to get ahead. They are making up for the amount of time they tried to cater to fans, and they tried to get people to come to their console. They tried, but Wii U failed. It failed. Now that they got the Switch, they got a lot of catching up to do. So they're giving us all the freaking cash grabs that there is. They're giving us the ports. They're giving us the indies. They're giving us all the remakes and the remasters. They're giving us everything. And then they're throwing in a new game every now and again. Now they're going to be riding this train for this will probably be the last year. This will be the last year. Once Smash Brothers comes out, and once Pokemon Go Pikachu, Let's Go Pikachu, and Eevee are out, once they're out, then it's a new ball game. It will be new games from then on, and everything is going to be okay. Maybe an occasional port, like a Skyward Sword port, maybe, or something like that. But what I'm saying is that right now, Nintendo's ahead of the game, and they have to stay ahead of the game. Right now, they cannot survive on just Smash on itself. Smash is a great series, but that didn't even save the Wii U. It sold Wii U's, but because they released it on the 3DS, they fucked up the Wii U sales. They're like, well, I'll just get the 3DS version. Why the hell am I going to buy a Wii U that's a $250 console for just one game? Why am I going to do that for? So a lot of people bought into the hype, and they got the Wii U, which Smash sold 4 million units in total of that. So, I think how much did the Wii U sold? Like 14 million? 14 million Wii U's or something like that? And Smash Brother accommodates for 4 million of those. So that's a big deal. And then you think that the Pokemon Company was gonna waste a major title on that? No. So this is the first time that this is both a handheld. Nintendo is putting all their cards on this. This is a handheld console hybrid. Now, the thing that pisses me off about this, there's 2 things that piss me off about this game, is the fact that they didn't add the wild battles. Because if they would have just added that, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't have no hesitation on this game. Yeah, it may look like crap, but in the bottom it says that gameplay is not final. And then on top of that, if it wasn't so Pokemon Go-y, I mean, I would have been like, if the gimmick of Pokemon Go was there, I wouldn't mind it. But if you could battle the Pokemon, make them weak, and then do the gimmick thing, I wouldn't be so mad. But the thing is that this is a story-based game, which they didn't mention anything about the story. There's a few aspects that are going to be used. There's a few aspects that are going to be used in the future Pokemon iteration games. For example, the Pokemon ride, the riding the Pokemon and having Pokemon follow you and stuff, that's going to be in Generation 8. So this is the sneak peek into that. But it may be better because people that actually care about the franchise are actually working on this. I'm working on the main generation one, not this one. But according to the president, this is part of this is like a sequel story to Pokemon Yellow. There's some sort of story element. They haven't mentioned anything about the story. They're saving that for later. So that's how they're going to get the people that are hesitant on purchasing the game to buy the game, is by selling the story. Right now, they're trying to get that Pokemon Go crowd. If 800 million people downloaded an app, if they could get they could probably potentially get 20 million of those people to buy a Switch. They will already be in the double range and be on PS4 numbers by then. This is potential huge things. The problem with this game is that it's too expensive for what's been shown. And if it's the Kanto region could be beaten in a damn day. And if you're a regular person, it will take you a week. And if you want to collect all 150 Pokemon and you happen to have both games, most likely the longest it will take you is a month. And not even that. It just depends on how often you play. It could be as long as you want it to be. But The thing
There
is
ain't gonna be much to do. Like,
there's not much to do, but we don't know anything. The only thing that they showed us was a gameplay thing. We don't know if there's any side quests. We don't know if there's anything extra in here that they put. This is the reason why I'm not fully judging. It looks like a cash grab right now. Like everything about it screams cash grab, and I see where you're coming from. It seems like it's cash grab, cash grab, cash grab, cash grab. The thing is that it would be a cash grab if an official cash grab, in my opinion, if they said, oh, there's no Pokemarts in this game, so the only way you can get Pokeballs in this game is if you pay for them. Like if they added microtransactions.
At that point, it's not even a cash grab.
No, then nobody's going to buy
it. At that point, it's straight out extortion.
It is. It's an absolute ripoff, and it would be stupid. But if anybody buys the game based and they knowing that information, because I'm going to tell you this right now, the reviews are going to make or break this game. And the thing is that
people who also are in Nintendo's pockets too.
Exactly. No, I'm not, like I'm saying they're going to rate this game good. I think that this game is going to get praise, but I don't think it's going to be praised. Like it's not going to get no damn 9s. It's probably going to get like the highest an 8.5 and the lowest like about a 7. I think it's going to be around that range. But I'm just saying that regardless, they have to sell it smart. I don't know why they decided to, like, okay, a mainline series Pokemon would have sold Switches. But the problem is that it's too risky for them to release a mainline Pokemon game exclusively on the Switch and not the 3DS if nobody has a Switch, because they'll only sell like 20 million plus maybe an extra 3 million Switches on top of that. That's not enough. Pokemon is used to making more than that, more than that.
But we even said it moves console, so it's not like that they couldn't. And look, here's the thing, though.
But they have to do this.
Look, a lot of people were even saying that, hey, like I knew some people who were like, hey, I will wait until like the actual core game comes out to buy. Yeah, I will buy it then. Like it's not like, oh, we've never seen people. Like I said, it wasn't like, oh, like we've never seen someone purposely buy like the 3DS just to play whatever the new Pokemon game was. I constantly saw, so like literally back when like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, and this even happened during X and Y. I saw people who purposely, and I repeat this again, people who I didn't even know were into Pokemon on Instagram post up picture because I follow the Pokemon hashtag. People who bought the console along with the game. So it wasn't like, oh, they could not wait. It wasn't like, oh, they had to basically bring people in to get it firsthand. Like they didn't have to do it like that. It's not like, oh, people wouldn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? And people would buy
I know.
It. And especially the competitive market. If you are competitive, you would have to get the 2019 game to keep up with competitive. It's not like people wouldn't have bought it, and I'm sorry. Like, look, to me, it's a crash grab. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the reason why, personally, now this is no shade, but I feel like the reason why you're not bothered is because you know that no matter whether this does well or not, there's another game around the corner. There's a plan B. And I'm like, and yes, I get that. I understand that. Yes, hey, there's a safety net. We got 2019. So even if this is not for you, then you can look past it. And that's fine and dandy. And believe me, I understand it. But the reason why I'm so hard about this is because if you are okay with this, then like I said, if you okay this, then that means that they can get away with a lot of other stuff. I have always said that the moment you let them you give them an inch. What do these companies do? And this is any business practice. You give these motherfuckers an inch, they take a whole goddamn mile. Hell, they fucking take the trip around the world to the moon and back. That's why I'm like, no, I'm not going to basically give them a pass. So many people on there like, oh, I'll give it a pass. 2019's around the corner. Okay. Hey, I said, okay. So then in the future, when they pull this crap again, but this time it really does affect you, and it really does affect your main core title, don't be mad. That's the only thing I will tell these people.
No,
don't
I
be
know.
mad. Don't be upset because you wouldn't be, because now you want to be upset because now there's no more safety net. You know what I'm saying? And to be fair, I'm kind of feeling like how Lynn is. We haven't even seen what the 2019 game looks like. All we've seen is this. So why am I going to feel safe? Why should I feel, please tell me, why should I feel safe? Why should I feel like you're not about to Bill Cosby me right now? Why should I feel like I know too far?
A little bit too far. Don't Roseanne the show, okay?
Okay. Sorry. How do I know that you okay, Pokemon coming. How do I know you got my back? How do I know that you got me? How? We're seeing this shit. Like, I mean, you're literally showing me a crock of shit. But you're like, don't worry. The game for you is coming.
Well, just by listening to y'all,
I'm supposed to have a prayer and a prayer?
I think that Nintendo should have put out that core game for the fans, the hardcore fans, like Dre, what I'm saying, and Will. That would have moved more units for the Switch, I think, maybe than this game, just by listening to you guys. And I have to disagree with Will because he said then the 3DS people will be upset. No, I don't feel that they should have a right to be upset because look how many Pokemons they had doing the handheld. If these same people went through handhelds, just Nintendo handhelds, not their home consoles, and they got all these different Pokemon games from starting with Yellow all the way to Raspberry.
Raspberry, yeah. Let's go for the Pokemon Raspberry, yeah.
Pokemon Raspberry.
Now it's the home console version. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on home console and it's a traditional, like the handheld. Then the people that been playing Pokemon for 10, 15, 20 years, hey, now it's time to buy a console.
Okay, let me actually go back to that since you mentioned that. Okay, so the thing is that, look, let me tell you about, this is the problem. See, the thing is that Pokemon sold popular on the 3DS because the 3DS is cheaper. The 3DS is more portable. The 3DS is guaranteed to sell because it can fit in your pocket. It's a Pokemon game. It has online. It has all these things. Fans have been dying for a home console Pokemon for years. But at the same time, the portable aspect. Now here we have a console that can finally do it. Now, I understand how this can make the Pokemon company look. It makes them look really freaking bad to the core fans, to the main fans, to the hardcore fans. But what I'm talking about in 3DS is that the Switch costs $300. So here's the problem, though. Because the Switch costs $300, they need to sell Switches to do that, because I don't know if people are willing to spend. It would be easier for people to stomach buying a Switch on the holiday season at a discounted price and have a Pokemon game to play the prior year, though it's not a mainline game. And then when the new mainline games come out, then people who already bought a Switch for the last Pokemon game already have a Switch to play the mainline, so the Pokemon company will feel more comfortable. And let me defend my claim with what Junichi Masuda said. Junichi Masuda said during an Ultra Sun and Moon event, when Ultra Sun and Moon first came out, somebody asked him about the Pokemon Switch version of Pokemon. And then he said, we are working on we're working on a really, really good game, and we're really proud of it, and we believe it's going to be good. We're just worried about the sales. So if you guys please buy a Nintendo Switch, because the Pokemon company is not comfortable with Switch right now. They're not. This is, in a way, is kind of like a test. And though it looks, this is a bad situation. It's like a double-edged sword. There's a lot of good that I can see coming from it. Like, it can bring new fans to the franchise. It can make it big. And then when the core game comes out, then it surpasses their expectations of what it sells. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that if people don't buy this either, then people know that they know that they'll never pull a bullshit like this again. They know that they won't. They know that the mobile market needs to stay in the mobile market and that nobody's going to buy it. Now, if they don't get the amount of sales that they got, like with Pokemon Go, like if they don't have like the install base that's even a fraction of what they had in Pokemon Go, if they don't meet that quota, then they know that Pokemon Go stays on the phone and it doesn't belong on a console. The thing is that they know that the hardcore fans do not like this, but they know, since this is the first time that they're doing something like this, they know that the hardcore fans will buy it because hardcore fans already have a Switch. A lot of people do. Not all of them. I'm not saying all of them. Some people are just waiting for the main
when they're literally about to outsell. Oh, when they're genuinely about to outsell Xbox, yeah, a good majority of people, like, it's bad when there's a point where I don't know anybody that doesn't have a Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody. Like, as far as like a gamer, almost everyone has a Switch. Like, I'm not even joking about that.
Yeah.
Like, that is how, like, it's still, like, and like I said, and that's where that's why I literally say, like, they're like, well, we're afraid about sales. And I'm like, okay, so you're afraid about sales, but you're literally going to basically put out something that is so out there from what you normally give us. You're going to charge us more for less. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, that's not justifiable. Like, they're like, look, the fact that there is no online that is literally just like playing an old game just with maybe cuter fucking graphics, and then we gotta pay freaking like almost $60 for this shit. Like, for real?
Well, those could be placeholder prices. We don't know yet.
Like, the only thing that they can do to even somewhat justify this is to make it like $40 or less. I don't even feel like it deserves $40. I feel like if they put it at like 20 or 30, that's all y'all deserve. You don't deserve to have $60. And yes, I will speak from like what they will and what they do not deserve. They don't deserve $60 for this. Not some bootleg looking bullshit, and you can't even fucking battle. Hell, at that point, here's how I personally feel.
The purpose of a Pokemon game, you battle in a Pokemon game.
Thank you. And I'm like, hell, and Pokemon Go is for free.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to really,
that's why I got 800 million downloads.
Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm like, if I wanted a Pokemon Go experience, there is a free app on this phone that I can download for free. Why do I want to pay for that experience? Do you see where the fuckery is?
No, I see the fuckery. I absolutely see it.
I literally feel like why a lot of people are dismissing it is because of that 2019 thing. And you know the sad part is they knew they had to put out that 2019
Yeah, they did because they knew the backlash was coming. They knew
that everybody and their mama, if they did not announce that 2019 title, they knew that we would be on here ripping them a whole new asshole from fucking taint to face.
They would have had to announce it later just to calm the fan base down.
Like they fucking did that one motherfucking E3.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think they would show this at E3 since it's coming out?
The Let's Go?
No, the other one.
No. Pokemon is separate from Nintendo, so they will if any event that shows Pokemon is separate from E3. They will never put Pokemon on E3 unless if it's made by another company. that's just using the Pokemon licensing. So like things like Pokemon Puzzle League or Pokemon Snap, something that's not made by Game Freak will be shown on like a E3 event. So like if they're like, let's say that they're remaking the Game Boy titles for the Switch or something like that. Most likely that's pretty big news, so they probably wouldn't even put it in the E3, but something like that, like if they're just relicensing or rebranding something and not adding anything new, then you'll see that at the E3. But any big Pokemon news will not be shown at E3. It will be its own direct or in whatever way that they choose to show it, because only Nintendo owns 33% of the Pokemon Company, while Pokemon Company owns the rest of it. So the thing is that the Pokemon Go company right now is, the Pokemon Company right now is they're in a really weird position because they're used to their games selling a certain amount, and they're afraid because of the numbers that the Switch is sold, it's not at the level that it should be at. So they figured that if they throw in a quick cash grab-esque version of Pokemon, that this will get people to buy the Switch and then it will make it seem more comfortable for them to release a mainline series, because then they know that that's going to sell a certain amount. So the thing is that because the Switch is more expensive than the 3DS, because it's $100 more than what the 3DS was, then since it's $300 compared to $200, it's a harder sell at that point. So they would have to make the games cheaper. In my opinion, they need to cut these games down to $40 and not keep it at $60. It better not be at $60. But then if they drop it down to $40, then people are going to be like, but wait a minute, the accessory costs just as much as the game. Oh my! So then the accessory won't sell. So in order for the accessory to sell, they know that they have to up the price of the game to make it seem like the value was valid. And the thing is that because there's only 151 Pokemon, the moment that the mainline game comes out, this game is going to be forgotten about because it has no online function. It has nothing. There's nothing built into it. What bothers me is that I don't understand in a year that Nintendo is going to start charging for online service, they're going to release a Pokemon game that doesn't even have online service. Like, if you could at least battle and trade online, basic. You don't need to have the whole entire GTS. You don't need to have all the crazy things. You don't need to have the double battles. You don't, just one-on-one battles and just trading. If all they had was just that, then I could be okay with this, because at least there's going to be some value after you complete the game. But after that, unless if you have a crap ton of friends that happen to all own the Switch and happen to own this game, you're not going to be able to battle these people. I mean, you're not going to be able to battle anybody. So at the end of the day, this is not for the hardcore, because there is no reason once you beat this to do that. Because me and Dre, we already did this already. We caught our 151 Pokemon like 4 times already. So doing it again is this is underwhelming for us. The difference is that the graphics, and it's being in a home console and that you're able to play on like a 60, 70, 120-inch TV, that's like the wow factor of it. But the thing is that graphically, it's not dramatically different than from the 3DS version or from Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go looks good for a phone game, but then putting those same exact graphics, upping it just a little bit, and then putting it on the Switch doesn't make it any better. See, I'm on both sides of the fence here. The benefit that I see from this is that what I liked about Pokemon Go was that people like my mother, my boyfriend, everybody else were playing Pokemon Go. And the excitement that I get from this game is that people will be able to play, like casual people that don't understand Pokemon will be able to finally understand Pokemon. Like, this is exciting for people that are not me. people who don't have the history of Pokemon like I do. I would love everybody to experience Pokemon. I would love people to know Pokemon by name and can identify Pokemon when I say, oh, look, do you know this obscure Pokemon that not everybody knows? Do you know who Doduo is? Do you know who Dodrio is? Do you know who Seal, Muck, Chansey? Do you know who they are? And then people will be able to identify those Pokemon. So when I can speak to everybody, what I loved about Pokemon Go was that in those first 2 weeks that I played it, everybody was obsessed. Everybody was a Pokemon fan. Celebrities were playing it. Freaking TV show people that you would think would never play it, were playing it. It was even part of the election with that cringy ass Hillary Clinton thing where she says they should make a Pokemon Go to the polls. You know, ridiculous. But at the end of the day, it was a phenomenon. That felt like 2 weeks of pure peace. It didn't matter what race you were. It didn't matter anything. It felt like everybody was one human race. People were helping people, saying, oh, there's a Dragonite if you go by the pond over there, or, you know, this or this and this. People were in groups, we're making friends, we're talking, we're leaving their house, we're walking out. This was a monumental impact. And the thing is that they can't just ignore that, though. They can't ignore that. They have to find a way to capitalize on that somehow, because they did make a lot of money. And yes, it only lasted 2 weeks. Yes, the general fan base, the moment that people ran out of Pokeballs was when the game stopped for everybody. That's when it stopped for me, because I'm not going to pay $10 for 100 Pokeballs. No, thank you. When I find out that at a certain level they start running away, oh, hell no. No. So... no, I'm telling you, I'm not going to waste, like, if I get 100 Pokeballs for, like, I don't know, $10, I don't know how much Pokeballs they give you. But if you got that and you throw, and you wasted 5 on capturing 1 Pokemon, that bothers me. What if you wasted 10, you know, and then the Pokemon escapes every time? The thing is that that's what upsets me about this whole entire thing. But the thing is that I think that this game is beneficial for those casual people. This game is not going to be for me. I would love to bring this. I would like to get this game, bring it over, because the Switch is portable, and then I could put it on the TV, and then I can show people, and they can see the gimmicks, and they can play it themselves. And since there's a co-op adventure, I can help them out and teach them things and all this other stuff. There's a lot of things. Now, they could add new modes. Maybe there's like an in-game mode where there's a bunch of where it's like Pokemon Stadium, and then you could do a 2-player thing. We don't know. They could have added that, and that would have been good enough. That would have fixed, you know, a problem for me, a major problem for me. But I'm just saying, look, I know that it's not an ideal situation for them to release this game, because at the end of the day, it could make them look really bad. And I understand how scary it is, being a big avid Pokemon fan, to find out that it seems like they're gonna be releasing a Pokemon game every year, because that's what they technically did. They released a Pokemon game every year for, like, what, the last 5 years? So something like that. So, you know, there was Sun and Moon Ultra Sun and Moon. Then there was after Ultra Sun and Moon is gonna be this game. So the thing is that, and then after this one, there's going to be the next game. So the thing is that it's every Pokemon every year. So I understand it's the Call of Duty thing and everything else. The reason why I'm not so worried in Pokemon's case is because Pokemon has no competition, whereas Call of Duty has Battlefield, has PUBG, has a bunch of other shooters that can compete with it. Nobody has been able to recreate Pokemon correctly. Digimon tried and failed. Yokai Watch tried and failed. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tried and failed. Nothing has been able to outweigh Pokemon at all. Pokemon has virtually been unfazed. It is literally in a league of its own. They can do whatever the hell they want with the franchise. The only way that if there's something that you don't like, and I'm going to talk to all the people out there in the, I'm talking to everybody out there that is a Pokemon fan. If you don't like what you see, don't support it. Show the Pokemon Company that this is something that you don't want. Because if this is successful, to if it exceeds their expectations, and let's say that the mainline Pokemon sells less than what this one does, then that's a problem. Because then they might think that people that they're going to get more money by selling this type of game versus this type of game, and then they're going to just focus on where there's more money at. That's what's scary. When the Wii U came out, when the Wii came out, it was a gimmick. The motion sensing was a gimmick. Everybody bought it just because of the gimmick alone. People played the Wii for like about a week, a month, and then nobody bought any more games. There was no more attachment rates. Software sales were a damn joke. And then when the Wii got hacked, that's when all hell broke loose. Nobody was buying games. They lost a crap ton of money in software sales. So though the Wii had great numbers that far exceeded high expectations, for the gimmick alone, the only game that sold was Wii Fit. And that is a problem. The thing is that we as a hardcore, they know what numbers are going to get with us. They know what numbers are going to get with us. If let's say that Pokemon sold 18 million, they know that chances are their numbers for the next game is going to be around that much. So they're trying to find a way to get more. So in order to do that, Pokemon is intimidating as is, because of how many years Pokemon has been out, how many new Pokemon have been out there, and you having to understand, that ice weakens dragons, fairies weakens dragons, dragons weakens dragons. You have to understand the rock, paper, scissors format, which is like 20 or 18 types we're working with here. And you have to find out what is this, you have to find out the resistance, you have to find out the effort values, the individual values, the nature, you have to find out about the breeding situation, how to do all that, how do you get the speed IVs, what Pokemon benefits from what. It's a lot of stuff to take in. Then there's the mega evolutions, the Z moves, there's the items, everything. There's a lot. And then there's a crap ton of items in the game. There's a crap ton of moves. There's so many things that it's mind-blowing if you're just coming into this new. See, the thing is that what's interesting and what I find interesting about this entire thing and is that kids from this generation will get to experience Pokemon the way I experienced it, but in a whole new way, in a way that I wish I experienced it. In a way, I'm envious of this generation because they could play Pokemon with a damn Pokeball. Do you know how freaking cool that would have been like 20 years ago? I mean, it would have blew my mind if a game of this graphics caliber with you playing with a Pokeball and being able to put a Pokemon inside the Pokeball, if this came out when I was a kid, this would have blew my freaking mind. And the thing is that what I like is that since we're all adults now and some of us have kids, they can share that experience with their kids the way that they were raised upon it. And in that way, that is some positivity that I can throw towards this game.
Barf.
I know that you find it barf or whatever, but I'm just saying that is some good stuff in this that this game could offer to people. It can bring new fans to the franchise because the game will get stale even more because the game has been stale. They had to change it up. But the thing is that because it's the same formula for 20 years, they just added more competitive elements to it, and that's what they did. But the thing is that at the end of the day, the thing is that they have to change it somewhere. They have to, because the thing is it's going to get stale. And then if not, the fan base is going to die. If it stays the same, they need to add more fans into the fan base. They have to. If they want the series to survive, you need to get new fans constantly, just like how YouTubers have to get new subscribers all the time. There's going to be people that are going to fall out, people who are going to find the series to be boring. They need new people to come in consistently. If it's staying on a straight basis or it's just curving up and down a little bit, then they freak out because the series could just die. And we need new people. Unfortunately, this game is going to help do that. It may not even do that. It may suck. It may be exactly what you say it is. People are going to see it for exactly what it is, a cash grab, and none of the Pokemon Go people want to spend $360.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying. Like, people are not going to spend $360 to experience a Pokemon game that they can experience on their phone for free. You know, they're not going to get the audience that they expect to get. They
And
may
then-
get a few people, but they're not going to get anywhere where they expect
No,
to
and like
get.
I said, I mean, and it's just like, look, and then for this game just to then only die out in like the next couple of months, and it's like, I mean, was it you may see this have maybe a cute run for maybe a couple of months, but then, and by the time it was it, because they'll probably like what? Because really, let's just say if the 2019 game is like a whole new generation, right? And
Yeah.
if they go by the standards of what they did when they revealed the Alola region, this game's only going to have clout for maybe at best like 2 or 3 months.
Oh no, this game is not going to have any merit. People, like, at this point, this game was a waste. This game is technically a waste of time.
Hashtag waste my time 2018.
It is, but the thing is that at the end of the day, though, for real, it is something to hold people over. It is literally people said, think of this as a tech demo to the real thing.
Then why pay $50 for it?
I know that's right.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's stupid, because I think it's stupid that they are charging a full price game because one, you got to buy 2. So if they were to half the price, at least they could sell both. People will be more inclined to pay $80 for 2 games instead of paying $120 for 2, you know? So it would be more inclined for people would be more inclined to be like that. And if you still have the Best Buy Gamers Club unlocked, it's even cheaper. But
started on that wheel.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring a harsh wound back so soon. But I'm just saying that, like, this
Ooh, hiss.
this
Gamers Unlocked thing, no, boo, hiss.
No, I'm we're all angry about it. But I'm just right now I am
trying to be hopeful.
I'm trying to be hopeful. I'm trying to look at a positive thing. There could be potential benefits that come out of this game. You know, the whole Pokemon following you, that makes me more hopeful for the newer game, that the newer game is going to have that. So I'm like really excited. I'm like, ooh, the way that you ride Onix, it's like riding an actual Onix. It's not like a freaking Onix following you like it was in Pokemon, like Silver? Wait, was it? No.
Heart Gold, Yellow? Silver.
Yeah, where they were following you in the game, and it was just like a little stupid silhouette of a smaller Pokemon and stuff like that. The Pokemon are actually scaled to the size that they are. And that's a nice little detail. At least that's a great detail that they did. There's one thing I have to give this game is based off of the trailer, they put a lot of detail into the whole aspect of the game. The only thing that they didn't do really well on is obviously the graphics, but they said that that's not the complete graphics thing. So it could end up looking worse or a little better. We don't know. And the thing that I hate is just the whole no online and the fact that you can't wild battle. If it at least had those 2 things, this game, I wouldn't have no problems. Like, I would have no qualms. I would have just said, you're crazy. You're crazy. I would have just straight up said, Dre, you're crazy. I don't know what your problem is. Blah, blah, blah. I would have said that if it had all the stuff in there. I'm like, it has turn-based battles. It has this. I understand it's a remake in Kanto and all that other stuff, but it has slightly better graphics than the last time we were in Kanto. And maybe they're going to add new stuff to the story and things like that. And if it at least had basic online and basic trading where you can trade with your friends and battle your friends and stuff like that, then I could have really went and said, you know what, at least this has the basics until the main thing comes out, where we're going to get the Wonder Trade and the global trading service and the Pokemon battles and all that stuff where you get to play with your friends and stuff like that. That's fantastic. That would have been a fantastic game. I would have been like, Dre, it may not be great, may not be perfect. Hell, it may be missing some features. And it may be missing the majority of the Pokemon cast, but it's something. And it's something for right now. It's a little nod to a 20-year anniversary. I say I'm all for it. That's cool. Whatever. I'm not 100% on this. I would say, and I know that I've been praising it. It seems like I've been praising this game, or I've been being more positive to this. I'm not praising it. I'm literally like 40% like backing it. I think that the majority of it is wrong. There's a lot of layers and a lot of things that can go wrong. This is a complete risk, and it is a cash grab. I don't know how people are going to react to it. I think that as it gets closer, people are going to get more excited for it. Right now, everybody hates it. A lot of people don't like the idea of it. It's going to get confusing. But as more Nintendo Directs come down, as more reveals come down, or something like that, where they start showing more of the game and you start to see the changes, and then they start to sell you on the story, and they start to sell you on like, oh, look, they added new stuff to this part or this part. If they added all that stuff in there, then people are going to get more excited and they're going to buy it. And I know Nintendo's going to go all out. They're going to go all out at the end. And then in order for you to get that secret Pokemon, you need to buy this game. And I know it. I know they're going to do it. In order to get this game, in order to get that new secret special Pokemon that they're talking about, you have to get this game and you have to put it in Pokemon Go. And that way that you can get the Pokemon. So when the new one comes out, and the only way you can get this Pokemon is by getting this. Because Pokemon has done this before. They've always done this. They've always said that in order for you to get Jirachi, you had to get Pokemon Coliseum that comes with a bonus disc. And you had to be lucky to get because it was a pre-order bonus disc. So in order for you to get Jirachi, you had to pre-order the game, wait for the game to come out, hope that they had the pre-order bonus disc CD, and then you had to buy the accessory that connected to your GameCube, which you could connect your video game cartridge, your Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire into, and then you can then get Jirachi. And then on top of that, you couldn't even trade it. Like, I mean, you could trade it into other games that were yours, but you couldn't trade it to a friend. So it was a big ordeal. If anything, that was a big hassle. But I don't know. Honestly, at this point,
I don't know. You had to completely beat an entire game just to even get the egg to then transfer.
Exactly. You see, and then and there's certain Pokemon that you can't even get in the game because they're event exclusive. And some events are only Japan exclusive. So if you wanted a Pikachu that knew fly, you had to live in Japan or get a plane ticket to get to Japan so you can get that one Pikachu. Ridiculous. And then you can't trade it because it's in the special red Pokeball. You can't trade it. So, like, it's ridiculous. Pokemon is always known for doing it. Like, you remember that Pichu, that special Pichu in the original Pokemon Silver, where all it is just a Pichu with some hair sticking out?
A spiky-haired Pikachu.
The spiky-haired Pikachu. You can't trade that into the newer games. So even if you went through the event, you can't evolve it. You couldn't do anything. It was just there for novelty, just to say that you had it, but you couldn't transfer it into the newer games. Which that was upsetting, because if at least you could transfer it to newer games, you could say, you know what? That was worth it. So, you know, it's a lot. There's a lot. Because the thing is that this, I mean, I could go on all day about how this is bad and how this is good. I could literally go around in circles and I could literally debate myself and talk myself out of it. Like this morning, I thought this was a stupid idea. Yesterday, I was excited about it. I was on cloud 9. And then I didn't even bother to think that I'm like, wait a minute. I was watching like the trailer. It didn't take me until 6 times of watching the trailer to find out that you couldn't battle the Pokemon that you were capturing. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. How do you level up? I'm like, wait a minute. It can't be through battles only. And I'm like, and if it's through battles, then that means you must battle everybody as many times as you want. Because how the hell? Because I'm like, if you battled every Pokemon trainer in the original Pokemon game, your Pokemon will probably be what, like level 50, Dre? Like level 50? Something like that?
Something like that.
They'll be like level 50. And Pokemon can level up to 100 to get to their max level. So how the hell do you think you're going to get those extra 50 levels? It's just, so I don't know. I think that the way that they did the leveling up system was perfect. I thought that was simplistic enough. One thing that I liked about the Pokemon main core series is that you could play it as casual or as competitively as you want. You could have given yourself a challenge. You could have done a Nuzlocke challenge. They could have just made separate menus. I don't know. But the only thing that got me hopeful about this Pokemon game is that you can have each person can buy one game and have one file and have a file dedicated. Not all the profiles are sharing one save file. And that's a cool thing. So that kind of makes me hopeful for the core series. And then the fact that Pokemon follow you in this one. So those are two hopeful things that I see. And since that Pokeball thing has been confirmed, that Pokeball Plus has been confirmed, that it's going to be used in other games, I bet you they're going to have a casual mode where you could just throw the Pokeball and add Pokemon into the Pokeball and take it with you and get items and stuff like that, which could be beneficial in competitive play because then you might get items like, like a life orb, or you might get something like a HM or not HM, a TM, or you may get like a crystal or something like that. They can distribute stuff like that. Like you could get a Master Ball randomly or a gold bottle cap or something like that randomly. Something that's really useful. So the Pokeball in that sense would be good. But since this Pokemon doesn't care about IVs or EVs or anything like that, that doesn't matter in this game. So therefore, the Pokeball is strictly just for, I guess, to get more Pokeballs or to get more potions or to get more, I don't know, food. I don't know.
All right, Dirty, you got anything to say? You ain't said nothing the whole podcast.
No, not really. I mean, like I said, just from listening to Dre and Will, that this is not the traditional Pokemon that they're used to playing. Is as they was talking about it, and me remembering looking at the trailer, and I forgot that they was using the cell phone. So yeah, so basically it's just a Pokemon Go, but on a console.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. That's why I was so confused, because I'm like,
because
I switch out and walk around and stuff like Pokemon Go. What's the point in doing this when I could download the game for free?
Yeah, but the thing is that that's where they threw people off. The thing is that it's scary that you guys got the message that you got. That means that they completely failed at selling it to a Pokemon casual market. The thing is that you don't need to use Pokemon Go at all. It's not required. It's not a necessity. You don't even need to have Pokemon Go. You don't even need to have a cell phone to play this. The only thing is that option is there. There's a thing on there called PokePark where you can transfer your Pokemon from the Pokemon Go app. You can transfer them onto the Switch, and then your Pokemon can find items within this Pokemon park and give it to you. So you can go and transfer those items back into Pokemon Go, so that way that you don't have to go to Pokestops. So that way you could refill up your Pokeballs without having to go to Pokestops. That's the only iteration of that. That's the only iteration that's Pokemon Go. The gameplay itself, though, is like Pokemon Go, meaning that the way you would throw a Pokeball would be like you flicking the Pokeball on the screen, or you could use the Joy-Con, or you could use the accessory to throw Pokeballs. You don't need to go anywhere. You can play this game in your house, on the console, on the TV, or handheld on the go if you want to. The thing is that there's no way you could play this Pokemon Go style because the Switch doesn't have 4G installed into it. It doesn't have that. So because it doesn't have that, how are you going to be able to do that? So the thing is that you can literally just go and you can literally just play this at home. And the thing that makes it like Pokemon Go, these are the only two aspects that make it like Pokemon Go. The way you capture the Pokemon and the way that the Pokemon appear in the hub world. They'll appear in the hub world. So there's no more random encounters like it was in the old game where you walk in grass and it goes, then you see what Pokemon it is. No, you can physically see the Pokemon you're going to see.
When I was watching the trailer, that's why I was confused when I was watching the trailer. I'm like, so I need my phone and my Switch to play Pokemon Go on the Switch. And then what's all this stuff where you could see the Pokemon running around in your house? And I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Told you they were doing the most.
Because
they did it wrong. They really
like
they sold it completely wrong.
That reminds me of Yokai Watch. I don't play that either. So I'm good. I mean, I don't know what to expect from this. This, like I said, it doesn't look like a traditional Pokemon game because I'm used to the traditional Pokemon game where you actually battle, level up your Pokemon to fight the trainers and things like that. It just looked like
the game that's not shit.
And once you throw a Pokeball, you catch the Pokemon. So what do you do with it after that? I mean,
I have no clue.
I don't get it.
Wait a minute.
Well, there is battling. There's random battles. There's gym battles. There's side quests.
That was the first. Dirty, what was you about to say?
Oh, no, never mind. Will already said that. He said there's going to be gym battles and random battles. Because I'm like, well,
but
maybe you
just showcase that.
Well, maybe you just catching them to play it in the game that come out next year or something. I don't know.
No, they showed in the trailer you battling. If you were familiar with the original series, they showed the SS Anne, they showed Silphco, they showed a bunch of different areas like the Cerulean Bridge. They showed a few battles in a few locations. So if you are familiar with the game, you know where certain battles and where your character kind of is. So they did show all that aspect. The thing that they didn't show is what the story is, and they just didn't show the story. That's all that they didn't show. They didn't show the story or nothing. All we know is that it's been 100% confirmed that it's only 151 Pokemon. That's it. That there are no wild battle encounters. There are just Pokemon capture encounters, and that's it. We don't know anything about the leveling up system, but we know it's not going to be the traditional way. So that is 100%. That's the only confirmation that we got. The only time by E3, we're probably going to get more information on this game. Because, when Sun and Moon was first announced, they announced it on one of those things, and then they revealed more at E3 and kind of show gameplay, because that was the year that Breath of the Wild was the only game at E3 for Nintendo's press conference, and then they showed a little bit of Pokemon beforehand, and then they showed that. So I think they're going to probably show a little bit more about Pokemon. Hopefully they have a demo playable at the event, so that way that more people can ask questions and that you can see more gameplay and see it from a different perspective. If they can at least show you a gym battle, at least show you more battle sequences and kind of like how to capture a Pokemon works. If they can show more of that and just how easy everything is, then I feel like that will calm people down. Maybe more people will get excited about it. Maybe more people will be turned off by it. It just depends on how it's processed. But you guys got the message wrong, which means that they sold it wrong. They phrased it wrong, and the commercial was too much, because I think their problem is that they showed Pokemon Go. They should have never shown Pokemon Go. They should have made that a completely separate announcement and made it a completely separate video. They shouldn't have fused it with this one, because that's what made it confusing. If they would have just showed the game itself and then did a separate video that showed how Pokemon Go can work with the Pokemon Switch game, then you'd be like, oh, okay. Then the message would have stood out. because then you would know that this Pokemon game is a standalone game and doesn't require Pokemon Go, and that Pokemon Go is an optional thing. I felt like that's how they should have sold it, but they fused it into one thing, and now people are confused. Because I know that you two are not the only confused people. I know that there's a bunch of confused people out there.
Well,
what?
Was it no? But you got one thing wrong though.
What?
What you got wrong was that they shouldn't ever made this game. Period. Not they shouldn't have shown on Pokemon Go. They should have never shown this game. Period. Because it's
Drake. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Why do you detest this game so much? And no one has even played it yet. Why do you detest it so much?
Because it represents everything he hates about the series.
Right, Will.
Because, like I said, because one, it's laziness. Like I literally said it last night, it's laziness. You can clearly see that they took Niantic's models and just made it fucking prettier. All they're doing is slapping. Okay, anyone who's an actual fan knows we have played through the Kanto region multiple times. We have played through Kanto. Like, Kanto has been literally played. Like, was it? You had red, blue, and yellow.
Blue, yellow.
You had gold and silver,
and crystal.
And crystal, because you could go through the Johto and Kanto region during that. Then you had
fire red, leaf green.
Fire red and leaf green. Then you had freaking Pokemon on Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because that was the remake of freaking silver, was it gold and silver, so you could play through Kanto all that time, and now we're playing through it again. We are playing through a region that we have played through so many times. And it's probably going to be some of the same shit. Nothing different. Team Rocket is still there. I'm sorry. I don't want to play through Kanto a 5th or 6th time. No, thank you. Ooh, I want something at least different. Hell, they could have been like, no, this is why I said that whole Go aspect was dumb. They were trying to cash off of the success of Pokemon Go, which I'm sorry, if you was gonna do it, you should have done it 2 years ago. It's a little bit 2 years too late, in my opinion. Okay? And like I said, it's a literal cash grab. You can see just from what they're producing, the fact that you're confused, the fact that hardcore fans are upset that this was just something to make money. That is all it is. There's no substance within it. And the fact that, okay, and if they show, like, let's just say, for instance, right? Like, let's just say they do the next game, like how, and the next generation is set to come next year, because it's going to be because so far it's been a new generation every 3 years, and Will can attest to this.
Yeah.
And pretty much these games, you're literally only going to get maybe like 3 months of use, and even at that, like, that's being kind. That's being kind to it. It's saying that that literally, if you're casually playing through it, if you are actually on it all the time, you're not even going to get a month out of this. Because if the next generation is coming, they normally announce that stuff in the early part of February. And if they constantly bring out news and information about the new generation next year, and if it's really all about countdown to 8th gen, then you've pretty much just wasted your time. Like, literally, like, this game's only going to be relevant for maybe a month, and then that's it. Like, that's bad. That is horrible. Well, you shouldn't come on. Like, the fact that by E3 of next year, people are going to be talking about Gen 8 and not this game, I'm like, what? Like,
True.
What?
True.
That basically, they're like, was it practically by February, we're already going to be seeing all the fucking Pokemon YouTubers doing all their Gen 8 speculations. Chinese leakers going to be coming back. All the information, all the talk is going to be about what Gen 8. They not going to be talking about this. And I'm sorry. I think that is horrible that you literally made a fucking cash grab just so that way y'all can have something to push consoles. And I mean, and yes, I understand we haven't played it yet, but if you genuinely think this is not just something to basically get you your money and to push consoles so they can outsell Xbox, so that way by the time the generation is over, because hell, like we even said in the previous generation, we said in a previous discussion that yes, Sony even already confirmed that they're only supporting the PS4 up until 2021. So hey, by that point, and we're probably going to see the PlayStation 5. Hell, which then the Xbox is going to try to follow up too. This is just them saying, okay, we need to basically say that we were at least number 2. Like, that's all this is. This is just saying we need to be number 2. They even said they want to outsell Xbox. They've even came out and said that. So if you literally think that this is not just something for them to take your money because they don't care about giving you quality, and if you genuinely want to support or just the factor this fuckery, then guess what? Expect more in the future, and then don't get mad when literally they pull more shit like this. Don't be mad when literally they start fucking up all the other series and they start making a Let's Go Zelda or a Let's Go Mario bullshit. Don't be fucking surprised. Don't sit here. Like, look, people are cool now because they know that 2019 is coming right around the corner and that basically, hey, we good, fine, and dandy. But I'll tell you this right now, this shit actually sells like hotcakes. Oh, you best to fucking believe there's going to be some more shit to come.
Well, you got a point.
If you honestly think that there's not going to be more shit to come, and if you think that these people at Nintendo are not going to pull more shit and more rank on you, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. Shoot. Like, I mean, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying. Yeah, actually, you know what? No, I want to be fucking negative because I hate this shit. Yeah, okay? Hey, I'm not even going to be apologetic about it. I fucking hate it. It's awful. And I'm just like, it's literally now, we're in, like, it literally now feels like, okay, so we're just now in the generation of, fuck it, we just want money. Fuck it.
Well, that's your loop.
Yes, fuck it. And like I said, you can call me negative, call me mean, call me basically being a naysayer. Like I said, honestly, between me, you, and the fence post, I hope this game crashes and burns. And I'm serious. I want them to fail on this to basically prove a fucking point. I don't wish.
I'm just curious. I'm curious to see what it's gonna do.
Well,
I'm just curious.
My pre-order.
I
said, well, let me cancel my pre-order.
Girl, why'd you get a pre-order?
Damn!
I just want the Pokeball.
Oh my god.
I want the Pokeball.
Oh my god.
I can't. She's literally proving my point. Well, she's proving my point.
I'm
like,
sorry.
I mean, you understand? Like, Will, you understand?
No, I get it.
I'm so just tired. Like, she's proving my point.
Exactly. I just want the Pokeball. Says it with no damn shame either.
No.
So I just want the Pokeball.
And that's why this shit gonna sell.
I want to put my Pokemon in it and walk around with it. Like, what's that noise? It's my Pokemon. What's
Yeah. It's like, well, she's proving my point. People will definitely buy. No, but you know what? Yeah, that is true. I mean, that is technically proving the point because like that's what Nintendo did with Amiibo. Oh, they say, hey, look, let's release a brand new game. Okay, nobody's gonna buy this game. All right, Amiibo attachment. Okay, now it's gonna sell.
Right.
Like I said, but just like I said, people wake up and smell the fuckery. Stay woke.
There were some people that bought the Amiibo Festival. What was it? Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
I did, and I have the whole first series of the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards, but that's it. I don't have any more after that.
Still, you bought it.
I did. Let me tell you something. That was very addictive buying them damn cards.
See, I don't want to put all your tea out there because I'm like, I could say something, but I'm like, I'm not gonna put all her tea out there. I was gonna be all like, y'all people, she went into debt for this stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? I'm out now.
Mm-hmm.
She out of the hole.
Mm-hmm. Don't go back in the hole, girl. Well, at least not that hole, but still.
Oh God. Lord.
What was it? What? Well, stop it, Ben. Okay, you gay. Calm down.
Oh my God.
Listen, you should be expecting holes. Well, more like hole, but still. Anywho.
Oh my. Okay, this went a completely different turn.
Yes, because I'm sorry, just the Pokemon Company done got me fucked up.
I know they did. I know they did. Trust and believe I know they did.
Mm-hmm.
Look, like I said, I have to agree with Dre that I don't think that this game should have been made. I think that they should have just waited. They should have just took the year off, waited for the main Pokemon game to come out. And I felt like that would have been a better representation because at least you knew you were going to get quality. You had access to all the Pokemon, including the new Pokemon. You would have had an online experience. You would have had the best that Pokemon would have to offer. And even if you choose not to use any of those extra features, you could play Pokemon casually. Just learn to not kill every Pokemon. Learn to get it in red. Learn the basics of stuff, and then you'll get it. But the thing is that unfortunately, you know, they wanted to really simplify it. I think that that's where they really messed up with this. If they would have just remade Pokemon Yellow from the ground up with just better graphics, that would have been better than what's being presented.
And then I could actually support it.
Huh? What'd you say? Uh-oh, I think my internet's going bad.
Who's doing that?
No, I'm just saying. What did you say, Dre?
Then I said, yeah. Then I could actually support the game, but because it's this, I can't support it.
Yeah, they changed it way too dramatically to justify a complete I can say, do I give this a seal of approval? See, only time will tell. It depends on how they market the game the rest of the year. But this is going to be an incredibly short-lived game. That's it. People are gonna and casuals who are gonna buy it are only buying it for the gimmick to throw a Pokeball at the TV screen. That's it. Nobody's gonna buy it for the battling system. Nobody.
And I hope all y'all break your TV
Damn!
screens.
Oh my God!
Too.
Well, that's me.
Oh my God!
Like I said,
They made it a one-button game.
Anything else anybody want to add to this? All these Pokemon games. We ain't said nothing about the Pokemon Quest.
That's gonna phase out too.
It's coming though. Okay, so I started it right because it's a free to play game.
Well, it's free to start, not free to play.
No.
It's free to start.
Well, it's a free downloadable game. Hey, you don't have to pay no money to download it. You can just play it for free. You don't have to. You have the option of buying shit or not.
It plays like a cell phone game on the Switch.
Overall, and it's kind of cute. You make dishes to get the Pokemans, is what Liv would say. Hey, was it? It's cute for what it is. Apparently, you can get shinies in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, you can get
like
shiny.
what's it? It's like you have like a chance of attracting like a shiny, and I'm like, okay. I mean, like I said, it's a cute play game. It's nothing, it's nothing special. This is what Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee should be. Just something cute to play.
Yeah, but not at no damn $50 a piece.
$60 a piece.
Well,
oh hell no! But I'm curious. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna go on.
No, I
GameStop.
checked. It says it's $59.99.
Oh hell no!
Yep.
What? So they really want $60?
People are saying that it's potentially a placeholder for right now, and that they're gonna make it.
They don't do prices. They don't do prices.
I don't know.
Well, they've never. Oh, now pre-order date. Now dates of when it's coming out.
Wait a minute. Wait. Is Dre skipping for you guys too?
Yeah.
Okay.
it's $47.99 a piece at Best Buy.
Well, I say that, Lynn, if you want the game,
No,
you have Best Buy for 1 more month. You must pre-order it while it's cheaper than full price.
February.
Can y'all hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. This is what it is. Okay, so let's just go through. Let's run down. Okay, individually, they want $60 for these games individually, and then they want $120 for both.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a bundle thing for both games, and I'm like, okay, what?
Well, it would be the same price anyway.
But I'm just telling people. Like, I'm telling people that it's just for informational purposes, Will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Continue.
This is information. We know, but still, I'm letting them know. Because I'm sorry, and I don't think it's a placeholder price. Because how can you literally have? And mind you, and this is if you want, and they have the pre-order thing. They're like, look, if you want to pre-order them, hey, pre-order at this price. That's not a placeholder date. That's not placeholder date. Sorry, that's not a placeholder price. That's the actual price, or at least on GameStop, that's the price.
Mm.
They want $60 each for these games.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, it will stay on the shelf. Ooh, they made it a freaking where's this? It's Carmen Sandiego Funko Pop.
Oh my God! Rolling my eyes.
I'm more excited for that than this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I am part of the problem. I'm going to admit that I will be getting this game.
I'm glad you can admit it.
I'm just admitting it, and the reason why I'm getting it is there's 2 reasons. The first reason is because I know Smash is coming out, and I don't know what else Nintendo has out that's gonna get that. So I'm just getting it because it's just gonna be there, and I need it. Well, not need it, but I want it. Then go ahead and judge me. I don't care. And then,
of course you don't.
But the main reason, the second reason I'm getting it is because I would think it would be interesting just to like have my partner play it. I think that he would love this game, and this will definitely get him into it, and maybe even obsess about it just as much as I do. And therefore, it would be like a couple that Pokemon's together stays together.
Wait, Will.
What?
You're gay?
I am going to face palm your face right now, you fucking asshole. Wait a minute, Dre. You're gay?
You're gay?
You're gay, Dre? I'm so fucking surprised. Okay. We totally stepped out of the fucking bounds.
I was just trying to be funny. Will took it too much to heart.
Oh, really? When you throw it at me, but then I throw it right back at you, I'm taking it too hot, bitch.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am. But yeah.
Oh my god. Oh gosh.
Well, that's honestly all I have to say about it.
Same.
I'm part of the problem.
I'm over it.
I want the Pokeball. So I'm getting it.
And I'm over it.
There we go. Two sides of the coin. There's a lot of issues with this Pokemon game that you can obviously tell based off of that. Me and Dre are we're big fans of the franchise. And, regardless, I see some potential benefits to this game for newcomers. But at the same time, I understand how this could potentially change Pokemon for the worse. If this game is successful, this game could potentially ruin the franchise if it sells more than the core series. So I hope that this game sells well, but I hope it sells less than what the main series, the core series, is going to sell. I hope that the core series sells more, so that way that Pokemon could get rid of this notion that they should make Pokemon Go.
Same thing I was saying.
Will, you hit the
What?
Oh, it sounded like you just cut out for a second.
Oh no, I did. I accidentally my headphones accidentally came out of my phone. Yeah.
Okay. So, Dirty, is this something that you plan on getting? We all know Dre ain't getting it. Will getting it. You getting it?
I'll have to see more. I definitely don't want to have to use my phone, and I definitely don't want to see no Pokemon running around in my crib. So,
oh my god,
I wait to see. I wait to see what else they show of the game. I'm basically more interested in the core game that's supposed to be coming out next year, and hopefully it's a traditional Pokemon game. Yeah, I have to see more of this one.
Me too. Cause I right now I'm still confused. I don't think.
Honestly, I would just say for you guys, like I would just say skip it and wait until the next one.
The core.
I say on my end that you guys should get it because of the fact that since you guys are not really familiar with the Pokemon franchise, this could potentially help you understand a little bit more about the lore and understanding what the region of Kanto is. It will give you a refresher. So when the main game comes out, at least or familiar with some Pokemon and certain aspects, and at least understanding the typings and how the typings work and stuff like that. I think that
they can literally go online and look at that shit for free.
Yeah,
I'm trying to save you.
They don't want to do that. I mean, I know that they can say. I mean, yeah, you guys can save your money. I'm just saying that sometimes some people learn better when they actually experience it versus actually just reading about it and going into a blind.
And that's I say save a coin.
Okay, Dre says save a coin. I say you guys should give this a chance.
Plus, if they buy it, then that's supporting the fuckery.
That's true. But whatever you guys want to do, it is your guys' decisions.
Yeah,
I presented my case. Dre did.
I won't judge you too much, so.
Watch Dre get it. I'm just saying. Watch him get it. I know it. I said, Dre, why do I see you playing Pokemon Eevee when you say you were saying you weren't gonna get it? And then you're like, that wasn't me. My friend came over my house. I said, Dre, you don't leave your house. How dare you lie to me? You know damn well you got this game. You're like, okay. And I said, what about in that podcast that you judged me? At least I admitted that I was gonna get it. What is this saying? I ain't gonna get it. I'm skipping it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. I'm just saying. This is why I'm protecting myself. Because even if I don't get it, at least I said I was gonna get it, and I gave my reasons of why I was gonna get it. And then if I have a reason not to get it, then there it is. But then if you say all this stuff and then you end up getting it anyway, it's gonna be a problem.
First of all, it's 2018, okay? I'm 26 years old. I am grown, and I'm allowed to change my mind if I choose to. But I'm just choosing not to change my mind on this. Thank you very much.
Okay, cool. Have fun.
I'm allowed to change my mind.
I just want to change. Wait, no, that's the wrong song. Never mind. I was going to sing Take Your Time, but at the same time, I was thinking about, I don't know, I was thinking about Eve's Blow Your Mind, but never mind. Never mind.
Like I said, it's 2018. I am a grown-ass adult, and I'm allowed to change my mind if I feel like it.
Okay, have fun with that.
Okay, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone do their outros, and I guess that'll be it for this one. We'll start with Will.
Hi, everybody. My name is Will from the Will of Gaming. If you guys are interested in checking out more of me, whenever I decide to get back on a regular schedule again on Twitch, you can follow me on twitch.tv/The Will of Gaming. And if you hit the bell icon in Twitch, it'll let you know that you'll be notified whenever I go live. So if you guys are interested in checking out games, I play a variety of games. And so, yeah, hope to see you guys there.
Next, we have Old Dirty 33.
Yo, what's up, people? We just had a discussion on the upcoming Pokemon game for this year, and I guess we could say most people are on the fence about it, but it is what it is. Peace.
And last but not least, we have Dre, Mr. UHC 91.
Hey. So, there was a lot that was said. If you liked it, thank you. If you didn't, oh the fuck well. I would also like to say this past Monday was Memorial Day, so happy belated Memorial Day to all of the veterans out there. People like Miss K, we know you are watching, girl. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the people that have served our country. And also, starting on June 1st is LGBT Pride Month. So shout out to all the people out there, no matter if you're gay, straight, or bi, transgender, or life. You are on the right track, baby. You were born to survive. And we celebrate you here, and we love you all, and we hope y'all have a safe and happy Pride Month. And we is out. Wakanda forever.
That was one hell of an outro. Damn.
Mm-hmm. I had to give some love to the troops and to the gays.
Okay.
Lord.
What? What's wrong with the troops? Can you give love to the troops now? Lynn just went quiet.
She's like, I need to process a moment.
So she's just more like, shut the hell up, Dre.
On that note, thank you all for watching.
Shade!
Wait, what did she say?
LG said Wakanda forever.
Yes, Wakanda.
Wakanda!
I never freeze.
Oh,
right,
my God.
We're going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you all for watching. You guys are amazing. We've had a steady, same group of people that have been watching the whole podcast. It says it's been about 2 hours, but I don't think it's been that long. EJ yelling out Spider-Man. I don't know why, but okay. So we're gonna, like I said, go ahead and end it here. If you're not currently subscribing to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos coming here in the near future. This is Lynn, aka iPod One Reviewer. So next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you all later.
Pokemon Yellow is the best.